So I'm just warning you guys, even before we get into the video, to put on your tinfoil hat, because the stuff we're going to discuss in this video is absolutely crazy. No one really knows what to think of it, and at the time of me recording this, for the past like 5 or so hours, there's just been so much talk of this, I figured I would make a video just to explain what the hell is going on. You may have seen this, whether it was on GTA forums, whether it was people talking about it on Twitter, or anywhere else, but last night, there was a guy on the GTA forums, that's where it originally started, who posted about a ton of content potentially coming to GTA 5. Now, the really interesting part isn't really what the content, that he mentioned was, but it was what happened after he posted it. And I'll get into what he actually talked about in a second, because there's so much stuff. Like, if this is true, this DLC is going to be incredible. But what happened was when he posted this on the GTA forums, like only a few minutes after, did his post get deleted? Now you may be thinking, if you're not, a GTA forums user and you don't really know much about the site, that's normal, right? This guy just posted some stuff, they deleted it. Here's the thing though, this stuff doesn't really happen on the GTA forums, because with the whole Liberty City stuff that FunMW2, mentioned on his Twitter, there was like 300 pages of people talking and discussing about just that DLC, and all we had was FunMW2's vague tweet. So for the people who say that these moderators just delete anything, that's not true. Before we get any further into that, I'll show you guys what he actually posted. So this was apparently, there's a lot more, but I don't think many people, unfortunately, captured it, just because this stuff was only up for a few minutes. So the first thing to note is that the user who posted this, his name was Pork Charsu, or Park Charsui, I don't know how to say that. And if you pay attention to the numbers underneath his name, that's the group he's in. I'll touch on that in a second. But here is the post, and he linked the URL gta-wiki.com/DLC, which is deleted now. There was apparently a video that was even on this site. I haven't seen any videos, so I don't know if anybody actually got that. Here's all the content though. So there's 58 new missions. There's 2 confirmed locations. There's one called Palomino, and another one called Caligula, I think. I don't know if I'm saying that right either. Those were both in San Andreas, by the way. There's 14 new weapons, 10 new supercars, 3 motorcycles, 2 helicopters, one's called the Rain Dance and one's called the Beagle. There's 4 new planes, one's the Nevada, one's a military drone lookalike, one's an RC drone, and one's called the Jetman. And then there's 2 new boats, and one of them actually looks like the yacht, but with new skins. And the last part is what I guess makes this all really interesting. So he says that, someone has reported me to Rockstar, share this with the public before it goes down, and that paste bin also has been deleted. I don't really know what was in that paste bin, and again, I don't think many people do, and the people who do know, I don't think they've come out yet, but apparently he got this from their private boards, and I'm assuming he's talking about Rockstar there. So, one, that's a lot of content, and if it is like an actual thing, that's definitely single player, because 58 new missions, there's no way that's coming to online. That's obviously single player. Plus, like an RC drone, I don't think that would really work in online. That just seems like a mission specific thing. Another thing to note is I think in some mission, Trevor actually referred to him flying a Beagle before, so I don't know, take that as you want. But like, just as is, honestly, like if any of this other craziness never happened, if we just got that, people would say this guy's crazy. Now, we said that about Dragoon and how the yachts never come in and all this stuff, and look what happened there. So I'm just saying, don't call this fake just yet, maybe. Not saying any of this stuff is coming or it's real, but I'm just saying this has kind of already happened before with the whole Dragoon stuff, so again, take that as you will. Now, the really interesting part and where this all just starts going crazy. Like I said, this was only up for a few minutes. This guy has been deleted and banned from the GTA forums, and the only logical reason that would happen would be if Rockstar were in touch with the moderators for this site and told them they don't want this being spread around. Because again, going back to the Liberty City stuff, if they just deleted any random BS, they wouldn't have let that go on for so long. Even if they're not in direct contact with Rockstar, they probably deleted all that stuff for legal reasons. Getting back into the guy who actually posted this, and again, we're going even further down the rabbit hole, like it just gets crazier and crazier as we go. So those numbers, like I mentioned, they actually spell out epsilon. Also, his username, Pork Char Suey, was the cheat code to enable the debug mode in GTA 1. And like I mentioned, every single post that he had was been removed for no reason. The hex code strings posted by him, they linked to the paste bin that translated to gtawiki.com/DLC, which again doesn't exist anymore. And then the last summary paragraph was just the stuff I mentioned about all the missions and stuff like that. Here you can see from the wiki page, this is the debug mode. This is just some of the stuff, you know, where it says enter Pork Char Suey as the player's name, and you get access to this. Another interesting thing were the two locations that were mentioned, Palomino and then Caligula. No, I didn't actually play much of San Andreas, so forgive me if I, say anything wrong. Personally, I was more of a Vice City guy, but Palomino was basically like the midway between Los Santos and Las Venturas. And in GTA 5, I think on like the right-hand side of the map, there's a place called Palomino Highlands. I mean, theoretically, if Las Venturas were to ever come, Palomino would have to be the midway between the two cities. And then Caligula, this was actually in Las Venturas, and this was actually a casino located on the Strip. And here is a picture of that. I mean, I know it's crazy just because we had the Liberty City stuff last month, and now we're switching gears to Las Venturas. But just the way this entire situation is being handled, it almost makes me feel like this stuff is real. Like, I don't know when it's happening, when the release date is, but why else would all this content be deleted? Why would people not want others to discuss this if it was fake, I mean, if you are watching this video now, and who knows if this will happen, but if it does, get taken down, or if Rockstar asks me to private it, I mean, I'm obviously going to do that, but then you kind of know that obviously something that we talked about in this video is legit, and they don't want people seeing it, so that's what makes this whole situation kind of weird. Also, one final thing to note, and this is kind of what ties everything in together. If you guys remember a few weeks ago, I made a video talking about the Steam database for GTA 5 and how there was a few new branches that popped up on there, which was kind of odd at the time because Rockstar, you normally don't see that, I guess, with games. And at the time, it was kind of odd just because they had QA Beta and then QA Beta 2 for testing, future DLCs that they were going to bring. But then they added the external builds and then the Nick test branch. So taking that now into account, if those extra branches were for testing this giant single-player DLC with a map expansion to Las Venturas, that makes more sense now. All in all, this has just been a crazy last couple of hours. I am recording this the night of all this stuff happening, so when you see this, I don't know if anything else is going to come out. I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter, so go follow me there if you want to be updated on this stuff, but it is really interesting. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of people that say, oh, this is all fake, but you can't deny the fact that something really, really strange is going on with the fact that everywhere this content is, it's being deleted. The wiki, the forums, the paste bin, even the guy's Twitter account were all deleted, so who knows what's happening. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Drop a like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more awesome GTA content, and as always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.